Hello everyone, Simon here with a review of Bear With Me, The Complete Collection. The Complete Collection was originally 4 separate episodes that have now been all wrapped up in a bundle, initially released episodically on PC, but now available as a collection on PC, but also consoles too. These are point-and-click adventures set in a film noir setting with toys and humans alike all mingling in together. Despite its monochromatic graphics, it's got a bright shining world that's full of intrigue and wonder and delight and thrilling film noir aesthetics that you can really get your teeth into. The game centres around 3 main characters. You'll be playing mainly as Ted E. Bear, and the puns are very on the nose in this game, which I find quite funny, but your mileage will vary. And then for the first 3 episodes of the game, you'll play as Amber, and in the 4th one, you'll play as Flint and their brother and sister. The first 3 episodes all run chronologically as a story woven in episodic adventures. The 4th one is actually a prequel, even though it was released afterwards, and is pretty much the same length as the other 3 episodes combined. So it's almost like you've got 2 games for the price of 1, but they're actually 4 pieces. So just kind of wrap your brain around that a little bit as we move forward in the actual game itself. Point and click adventures live and die by how their story works, for me personally, and how engaging it is. And this is where Bear With Me really shines. The acting and voiceover is really well put together. Characters are well defined. Everyone is likeable, and that's quite a good thing to have in one of these games, particularly when you're going to have to read and listen to copious amounts of puns and silliness and gritty horror as chain-smoking teddy bears try to fight justice in a city. And it's the juxtaposition of something looking cute but being gritty and arsehole-ish, for want of a better word, really sets the tone of the game. The story also works on multiple levels because you've got what's going on in the world in front of you, engaging you in terms of a murder mystery. You've got some mafia stuff going on, dodgy deals, all the typical stuff you've got in a film noir style film. But the game also slowly becomes fully aware that actually this is taking place in someone's own imagination / room / toy area, and there's an external story that's going on at the same time. And the more those two started to bleed into each other and things started to affect one another, I found that was the point where the story became really, really engaging and has the potential at times to go 1-2 punching with some of the best in the episodic story genre that you have. And I'm thinking of the Telltales, the Life is Strange, the Councils, that kind of stuff. There are peaks here which can rival with that. The issue is that sometimes that doesn't always come to fruition, and you've got to earn your time to get there, because each episode is progressively better than the next one. So it doesn't put its best foot forward, it puts its worst one forward. So yeah, you just need to soldier on through the initial really clunky tutorial and really slow paced beginning, because then after the first hour you'll be whizzing on through. That said, puzzles sometimes are a bit cumbersome. They quite often devolve into a bit of a fetch quest across multiple locations. And the reason why this drags out is because there is no specific fast travel to get anywhere. And by this I mean, and this is me being quite picky, I think, if you know where you're going to walk to for a location, you'll have to move your analog stick or mouse and click on that location, and you can double click on it and Teddy Bear will slowly amble towards it. But then you'll have to go and talk to someone at the other end of the screen, and he'll slowly ambly walk over there. If you then want to exit the area, I think that if you click exit area, it should just take you out. But no, Teddy Bear has to slowly walk over to it. And it just slows down the pace of the game, which is really annoying when you're then heavily invested into the game and you want to see what happens next. And that kind of pacing issue comes across quite a lot of the puzzles, because a lot of them span across several areas, several locations later on as well, where you're picking up items, swapping them with other people, having conversations, moving across, dropping a piece down, waiting for something timed to trigger sometimes as well. So when you're doing all of that, but you're slowly ambling across, it can get a little bit tiresome when you just want some fast travel and some quality of life improvements, I guess. Not saying that I'm dissing the graphics, but I don't necessarily want to see the same bear walking across the same old environments time and time again to pad out the runtime. That is literally, though, the only downside that I have, is that it's slightly uneven in terms of its pace and its greatness, I guess, as it gets better as it goes along, and the slight clunkiness of its unnecessary animations for you to move on. It is a hidden gem in the point-and-click adventures. Really great world, full of great characters. It's quite emotional if it hits you with some of the stuff that it goes for. So yeah, a little silent recommendation. Sniggling down the side there if you fancy a little bit of a point-and-click adventure. It's also quite often on sale. So I'd wait for a sale on this one and grab the collection and have yourself a whale of a time. You guys will take care. Any comments or questions about the game, leave them down below. And there'll be a written review over on higherplanegames.com at a later date. Take care all. Bye. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a collection of media projects ran by me. If you like what you see and want to find out more, visit patreon.com/higherplane network. Your support can make so much more possible, be that a like, a comment, a share or a pledge. Thanks for watching.